What's up, man? I'm Get Welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, I'm going to review for you guys today Maison Alhambra's Amber and Leather. As you can see, this obviously resembles something that we all can tell. You don't even need to look at it twice. They copied the mofo pretty good. The bottle is almost blatantly a copy. This thing is kind of looking cheap, but you can't really complain. This fragrance costs like $20 literally. So, and as you can tell from the title, I labeled this the best Tom Ford ombré leather cologne, and to me it's just a fact. But anyways, let's get into the review. The notes you can get. When I first smelled this fragrance, I got notes of like violet leaf. It's a bit like strong, it's nice smelling, inky-ish. And then you get some like jasmine with floral in the mid. And then you get some leather and amber, some patchouli I think as well in the base. Those are like the basic notes that you get from it. What do I think about the performance? I think the performance on this, honestly, on my skin, is underwhelming because a leather fragrance usually is very strong. I've used a lot of leather fragrances and they've always performed extremely well on my skin, to the point where it's too much, too strong. And if you were to wear it in the summertime, it's like too cloying, you're gonna die, like it's gonna suffocate you. But with this fragrance, on my skin, I get 4 to 6 hours, and I think that's very poor for a leather fragrance. However, when I wear this on my clothing more, like I spray it on my clothes, I get 6 to 8 hours. So on your clothes, it's gonna do way better. And honestly, I think even on your clothes, it can go up to 10, 12 hours, honestly. And it projects way more. I don't know, when you put this one on your clothing, it just has way better performance, sillage, everything. But on your skin, after 4 hours, you're not gonna smell it anywhere. It just becomes a skin scent. But this fragrance is very seductive. I think the occasions to wear this, when you're going out on a date and you're feeling like a bod man, you wear your leather jacket, pick up the thing on a motorcycle. Nah, I'm playing. You don't have to go through all of that, but definitely you can wear this when you're going out on a date type of thing, or you can wear this daily. Like I like to wear something like this when I know I'm gonna be near like machinery, things that are a bit rugged smelling, and then it just makes me feel more comfortable because the environment is smelling very animalic, leathery, masculine. And I think this fragrance is very masculine, even though technically I believe that it might be unisex. I think a woman could definitely pull this off, but it's leaning extremely masculine, and leather fragrances usually tend to be masculine leaning in general. So I'm gonna spray this on my right hand, and then I'm gonna spray the original that this is trying to copy on my left and compare the similarities, and I'll let you know if this is exactly the same or how close the likeness of it is, and if it's worth purchasing. I'll spray it on my right hand. Hopefully you guys can see. I think the sprayer is pretty nice. It's a very like misty-ish sprayer. Yeah, I smell like some type of violet, some sweetness, some jasmine in the top, and then you start to smell some leather. There's some patchouli, cedar action going on too. But then the leather is a star player with some type of violet. That's what I'm getting from it. And then the amberiness, you can smell it too. It kind of gives me some type of Middle Eastern vibe with the leather. It's animalic, it's a bit like almost sweet-ish leather that kind of also gives you like a oudi vibe. Because oud is not just straight up animalic, it's kind of woody, but it has a bit of sweetness, and the leather is like pungent. Leather always smells the same most of the time, but this is just such a great fragrance, honestly. I'm gonna spray the real deal on my left hand, and we're gonna compare to see to see how close the clone is to the real deal. So, wow, this is a great sprayer for a small thing like this. Wow, the difference is very noticeable. Let me spray this thing again. Straight off the bat, the original is way more smooth, less rugged, less synthetic. Also way more flowery, which is very interesting. It smells so floral that I can barely smell any leather at all. It kind of smells like this isn't even the same fragrance. Because I've tried ombre leather before and it was closer than I thought. But now that I spray from this small vial, because this is an eau de parfum one, it smells too floral. This smells like a woman can pull off. I don't know if what they gave me is like wrong or something, but like, damn, this smells like too floral. Is it the right fragrance that they put inside? My goodness, because it'd be saying that it's, you know, Tom Ford ombre leather, but I've had ombre leather before. I don't know if it was the eau de toilette. I don't think so. I think it's the eau de parfum. Got a sample and it smelled very leathery. But this one is smelling very floral. I can barely smell any leather at all. Maybe it's a reformulation or something, because it does not smell like how I remember ombre leather smelling. But that's besides the point. All I can say is that from what I remember ombre leather smelling like, Alhambra amber leather is like 85% the same as the original ombre leather. And I believe that the only real difference comes from the lack of performance that this gets off of my skin, but also because the original has more of a inky violet smell. Also, the jasmine is a bit stronger. There's some other type of like maybe pink berry type of fruitiness on the top that is not present in this one. And I think that instead of that, they put like more ambery smelling notes with that light floral touch, and it's very like dominant on the leather, which is very interesting. Right now it smells very ambery. And then this one has some type of pink berry smell, very floral and like the slightest hint of leather, to the point where I can't even consider this a leather fragrance. And I could literally give this to any girl. This does not smell like how I remember ombre leather smelling like. And the funniest thing too about this fragrance is that I tested it out. I knew someone that actually had the proper fragrance. Like, I had the real ombre leather, and I wore this around them and I asked them to smell it. I said, oh, it smells nice, smells interesting. And they said that it reminds them of their own leather fragrance, which was ombre leather. So I never told them that it was a clone, and they said it smells similar. And that person owns the fragrance and wears it often, which is a big sign to tell you that this really does come close to the real deal. They have their differences, but for the price, you're paying $20 and you're getting that close to a $250 fragrance. I don't see the logic in a person spending that much money when you can get something close to that for a fragment of the price. For $20, you're getting 85% ombre leather from Tom Ford. That's mind-blowing. And that fragrance doesn't even perform good either. It's also a 6 to 8 hour fragrance. And if you want better performance, up the sprays. It's $20. You can literally throw this in the wash and spray whenever you want and you're not gonna feel any type of way. Monetarily, this will not hurt the bank. And it's extremely good quality. $20, like, this is a 10 out of 10 cologne in my opinion. And I don't think I'll ever buy the real ombre leather because of how good this is and how underwhelming this freaking vial was, because this shit. Now it's starting to have the leather. It took a minute. The leather's coming in, but it's so light. Even this is starting to smell stronger, but I think if I had the proper bottle and everything, it would smell stronger. And from my experience, ombre leather is better in the beginning when it comes to performance, but then later on it becomes a skin scent pretty quickly. It's not the best in terms of longevity, and this is also in the same ranks as that. I definitely recommend you guys to get this if you want something that's in the same category as ombre leather, or you want a clone, because clones are not exactly like for like, but this is very close And whatever tweaks they made inside of this honestly smells really good, and I think it even makes it better than the original just because of the price to quality ratio. Otherwise, obviously, the Tom Ford one's ingredients and quality and everything else blended together is way better, but for 20 bucks, you can't go wrong with this. This is definitely 10 out of 10 clone, W clone. I recommend you guys to try it out. You can find it on Fragrance Buy, Perfume Online, stuff like that. $20. That's crazy. And I'm really enjoying it. I've been wearing it a lot. So you guys should definitely try this fragrance out. Blind buy it if you like ombre leather. If you don't like leather fragrances, then you should not go for this. So definitely try it, buy it. You won't regret it. If you enjoyed my video, press a like, comment down below, and subscribe. Have a great day, night, or evening.